Hey there, I'm Gavin Stewart, and you're watching Bits and Bobs, a series of quick, random, interesting facts to keep your mind sharp and your senses invigorated. Let's get started. Number 10. Keyboard layouts. For the musically gifted, a musical keyboard is essential. But did you know there are several variations of musical keyboard that exist? Take for example the Janko keyboard, designed by Hungarian pianist and engineer Paul von Janko in 1882. It was designed to be easier to play for people with smaller hands, with the added benefit of each chord and scale having the same fingering, no matter the key of the music. Number 9. Rhinoceros. Surely everyone has seen photos of a rhinoceros, but did you know that the name rhinoceros comes from Greek and literally means nose horn? What's even more interesting is that there are actually 5 species of rhinoceros, including the white, black, Indian, Sumatran, and Javan rhinoceros. All species can grow to weigh more than 1,000 kilograms or 2,200 pounds, while the heavy white rhino can grow to weigh over 3,500 kilograms or 7,700 pounds. 3 of the 5 species are critically endangered due to poaching, as rhinoceros horns are sought after for their quote-unquote decorative and medicinal properties. The larger white rhinoceros is regarded as the second largest land mammal after elephants. Number 8. Ohm's law. We would not be where we are today with technology if it were not for Ohm's law. It's the basic law of electric circuits that says the current passing through a circuit is proportional to the voltage over the resistance. The law is named for German physicist and teacher Georg Ohm, who published his theory of this law in 1827. He performed his groundbreaking research with an early electrochemical battery invented by Alessandro Volta, which is where the name volt comes from. Number 7. BRASSICA oleracea. Those of you who like to eat your greens have more than likely eaten the plant BRASSICA oleracea. It's a species of plant that has many cultivars, that is, varieties with special characteristics. Of the many cultivars of B. oleracea, some popular ones include cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, and collard greens. The uncultivated form of B. oleracea is known as wild cabbage, and it grows natively in the coastal regions of southwest Europe. Number 6. The saxophone. If you love jazz, you love the brass, you love the sax. The unique instrument was invented by Belgian instrument maker Adolphe Sax in 1846. There are many types of saxophones, including soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, bass, contrabass, and subcontrabass. While most saxophones are made of brass, they're actually considered woodwind instruments. This is because the sound is generated by a vibrating reed in the mouthpiece. The first American jazz musician to break through with the saxophone was Coleman Hawkins in the 1920s. Number 5. Protein. There are 3 macronutrients necessary to sustain life: proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. But what exactly is a protein? Proteins are made of amino acids, which are organic compounds made of elements such as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. These elements make amino acids, which make protein, which makes muscle mass. Animal products are a primary source of protein, while for vegans, protein can be found in nuts and legumes. It is commonly recommended to get from 10 to 35% of your daily calorie intake from protein. Protein helps the immune system retain strength, and it also helps with satiety. In other words, it helps you feel fuller longer. Number 4. Billable weight. For those of us who love to shop online, shipping costs often factor into our purchase decisions. But sometimes shipping costs can catch us off guard and leave us wondering, what were they thinking? This next bit of info can help shed some light on shipping rates. It's called billable weight, and it's the metric used to determine the amount of money you'll pay to ship your goods from one location to the next. Billable weight is simply the greater of 2 other weights: actual weight and volumetric weight. Actual weight is just that. It's the actual weight of the object in kilograms or pounds. But volumetric weight is measured differently. In volumetric weight, you multiply the height, width, and depth of a package, centimeter for metric and inches for imperial, then divide that value by 5,000 for metric or 139 for imperial. The resulting number is the volumetric weight, measured in kilograms or pounds respectively. If the volumetric weight is greater than the actual weight, the volumetric rate will be used to calculate the shipping rate. Number 3. Coffee. As I write this script, my body and mind are fueled by the hot, tasty refreshment. Coffee beans are the second most traded commodity in the modern world, the first being crude oil. You might say oil and coffee run the world. To further shed the light on coffee, legend has it that coffee was discovered by an Ethiopian goat herder in the 9th century AD, who noticed his goats became energetic after eating a berry he had never seen before. He shared the berry with local monks, who made it into an early form of the drink we know today. It spread throughout Arabia to the world. From there, the rest is aromatic, full-bodied history. Number 2. Western Union. For many people who work abroad, the ability to send money home is a saving grace. It's usually thanks to Western Union, the American financial services and communications company. It got its start peddling telegram services way back in the 1800s, which it discontinued in 2006. They were also the first company to introduce the singing telegram way back in 1933 and brought the US its first commercial satellite in 1974. Its early telegraph communications network brought the company into the business of transferring money where it currently specializes today. Number 1. ATSC 3.0. Remember the days of the rabbit ear TV antenna? They may be making a comeback. There's a new standard of over-the-air television that's coming out in the future called ATSC, or Advanced Television Systems Committee 3.0. It will allow for the over-the-air broadcast of 2160p 4K video with 120 frames per second, wide color gamut, HDR, and surround sound, just to name a few. The future, like an ATSC 3.0 picture, looks bright and clear. That's it for this episode of B&B. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.